The Cloud Weaver's Legacy, a Skyblock Tale. In the boundless expanse of the Robloxian sky, where blocky clouds drifted like colossal cotton wool, and the void stretched eternally below, floated countless isolated landmasses. These were the Skyblocks, each a solitary bastion of creation, challenging aspiring builders to weave their dreams from the very fabric of the blocky world. On one such humble speck, barely larger than a handful of neatly arranged dirt blocks, lived a young builder known as Bloxley. His avatar, a cheerful figure with a bright blue shirt and a determined grin, stood silhouetted against the pixelated sunrise, a pickaxe clutched firmly in his hand. Bloxley's skyblock was modest, a testament to his beginnings. A lone wooden crafting table occupied a corner, a tiny chest guarded his meager supplies, and a single sapling, freshly planted, promised future wood. He had arrived with nothing but a basic set of tools and an ambition as vast as the sky itself, to transform this solitary patch of earth into a sprawling, multi-tiered paradise. A true cloud haven, he envisioned shimmering waterfalls cascading into glass-bottomed ponds, vibrant gardens bursting with exotic flora, and towering spires that kissed the clouds. It was a grand dream, far grander than his current supply of 3 wooden planks and a handful of cobblestone suggested. For weeks, Bloxley had toiled. He mined the sparse stone beneath his island, careful not to chip away too much, lest his entire world crumble into the endless abyss. He punched trees, crafted more tools, and slowly, painstakingly, expanded his small plot. Each new block place felt like a victory, a tiny step closer to his impossible vision. He often paused, hands on his hips, gazing across the vast empty sky. Distant shimmering specks hinted at other, more developed islands, perhaps even entire floating cities, but they were too far, too unreachable, for a builder like him. One morning, while meticulously digging for more precious cobblestone, Bloxley's pickaxe struck something unusual. It wasn't the familiar dull thud of rock, but a strange, resonant chime, like crystal echoing through the earth. His curiosity piqued. He dug faster, removing the surrounding dirt blocks with a practiced rhythm. Beneath a layer of deep earth, where no ordinary ore should be, lay a single, pulsating block. It wasn't stone, or iron, or even diamond. It shimmered with an ethereal, soft blue light, pulsing gently, almost breathing. As he touched it, a faint, almost imperceptible hum resonated through his fingertips, and a fleeting image sparked in his mind, a vision of ancient, intricate structures, far grander than anything he had ever seen. Bloxley felt a thrill of discovery course through him. This was no ordinary block. Perhaps it was a relic, a key to something greater. He carefully chipped around it, revealing an intricate, almost impossibly detailed carving on its surface. It looked like a fragmented map, its lines swirling towards a point far, far across the sky, towards the direction of those distant, shimmering specks. Could this be a clue? Was there more to the skyblocks than just isolated building sites? His heart pounded with a renewed sense of purpose. His cloud haven was still his dream, but now a mystery had presented itself, a quest that beckoned him beyond the familiar boundaries of his tiny world. The problem, as Bloxley quickly realized, was how to get there. His island floated alone, and the void yawned between him and the closest distant speck. He needed more advanced materials, perhaps even a way to fly or bridge the impossible gap. His chest was nearly empty, his pickaxe growing dull. He desperately needed more wood, more stone, more of everything. He knew the risks of deep mining, but the pulsating block had ignited a fire of resolve within him. He would not give up. He spent the next few days preparing. He crafted a simple fishing rod, hoping to pull something useful from the watery abyss beneath his island. He caught only the occasional pixelated fish, but also, to his surprise, a single, waterlogged chest. Inside, nestled amongst some soggy string and a few iron ingots, lay a single, ancient-looking compass. It didn't point north, or to his spawn point. Instead, its needle quivered, ever so slightly, pointing directly towards the distant shimmering specks, towards the coordinates hinted at by the pulsating block. This was it. The compass was his guide. He crafted an iron pickaxe with the salvaged ingots, a tool far more resilient than his wooden one. He needed to find a way to bridge the gap. He recalled old tales from other builders about wind currents, invisible pathways that could propel a daring adventurer across the void. He built a rudimentary glidewing out of tough leather and wood, a flimsy contraption by any standard, but it was his only hope. With a deep breath, Bloxley strapped the glidewing to his back, clutched the compass, and took a running leap from the edge of his skyblock. For a terrifying moment, he plummeted, the endless void rushing up to meet him. Then, a sudden gust of wind caught the glidewing, pulling him upwards, stabilizing his descent. He was flying. The air rushed past his blocky face, the world a blur of blue and white and distant green. He wasn't soaring, merely drifting, but it was enough. The wind current, a faint, almost invisible pathway, guided him slowly, agonizingly, towards the shimmering specks on the horizon. The journey was fraught with peril. Rogue updrafts threatened to send him spiraling into the void. Sudden gusts pushed him off course. He saw other skyblocks pass below, some desolate, some grand, but none were his destination. His glidewing creaked with every shift of the wind, threatening to tear apart. But the compass needle, glowing faintly now, pulsed with encouraging regularity, drawing him onward. He thought of the pulsating block, of the grand structures it had hinted at, and his determination never wavered. After what felt like an eternity, the shimmering specks grew larger, resolving into a cluster of interconnected islands. Not distinct skyblocks, but a continuous landmass, shrouded in an ethereal mist. This was it, the Whispering Isles, the legendary place he'd only heard about in hushed whispers. From other builders on public forums, as he drew closer, he heard it, a faint melodic hum, like distant chimes carried on the wind. The whispers, they weren't voices, but a symphony of subtle, resonant tones, each note a fraction of sound echoing through the mist. Bloxley landed gracefully on the moss-covered stone of the nearest island, his glidewing dissolving into shimmering particles behind him. The air here felt different, charged with a strange, creative energy. Giant, glowing mushrooms illuminated twisted, ancient trees. Pathways of polished obsidian wound through the landscape, leading to structures unlike anything he had ever seen. Towering archways built from blocks that defied gravity, floating gardens suspended by invisible forces, and colossal statues of blocky figures, their faces serene. The compass, now glowing brightly, led him deeper into the labyrinthine islands, past impossible structures, and strange, silent creatures that resembled living block constructs. Observing him with unblinking, pixelated eyes, the whispers grew louder, transforming into a harmonious chorus, guiding his steps. He felt a sense of awe, of wonder, knowing he was treading upon ground built by masters long ago. Finally, the compass stopped before a massive moss-covered temple, its entrance carved into the very rock of the island. The whispers vibrated through the air here, a powerful, guiding presence. He pushed open the heavy stone doors, revealing a cavernous interior bathed in the same soft, blue light as the block he had found. In the center of the chamber, suspended in midair by shimmering energy, floated a colossal, transparent block. Inside it, an endless torrent of every imaginable resource flowed like liquid light. Shimmering diamonds, glowing obsidian, rare crystals, intricate circuitry, and boundless stacks of every kind of wood and stone. This was the source, the heart of the Isles, the legend whispered of. It wasn't a vault of limited treasures, but an infinite wellspring of creation, a testament to the ultimate potential of the Robloxian builder. The pulsating block he had found was merely a key, a fragment of this immense power, guiding him to its origin. He reached out, and as his hand touched the transparent surface of the colossal block, a surge of energy flowed through him, not just physical, but mental. He felt a flood of knowledge, of intricate building techniques, of grand designs, all flowing into his mind. The whispers became a triumphant crescendo, then settled into a gentle, encouraging hum. With this newfound understanding, and the endless resources now accessible through the heart of the Isles, for he realized he could now summon any material with a thought, a true gift from the cloud weavers of old, Bloxley returned to his humble skyblock. His journey had taught him more than just how to find materials. It had shown him the boundless potential within himself and the very universe he inhabited. The transformation was swift, wondrous, and joyful. With every block placed, he poured his heart and the wisdom of the ancient builders into his creation. His cloud haven rose from the void, not just a simple paradise, but a masterpiece. Gleaming glass towers pierced the clouds, reflecting the sunlight in dazzling displays. Rivers of crystal-clear water flowed across elevated aqueducts, nurturing lush, glowing gardens. Grand plazas of polished quartz invited contemplation, and intricate bridges spanned airy chasms, connecting floating platforms where rare, shimmering creatures now roamed freely. Bloxley's cloud haven became a beacon, visible for miles across the Robloxian sky, a testament to what a single builder, armed with nothing but a dream and unwavering perseverance, could achieve. He still heard the whispers sometimes, not as a mystery, but as a gentle chorus of encouragement, a reminder that the greatest creations often begin with the smallest spark, a solitary block, and the courage to leap into the unknown. His Skyblock dream had not just been realized, it had become a legacy, a living, breathing monument to the limitless power of imagination in the boundless world of Roblox.